control of it, so the Eagles can set up again. Mitchell back for the powerful Hearn. Driving kick. Oh. He's one of the best in the business. And the Cra pops up on the end of it. And he starts it right, trying to use the breeze. And he does with great effect. Underline your point there, Brownie. And Sam Mitchell getting his 4th possession, 11 consecutive seasons of 25 disposals or more. No one's ever done that before. So just underlines what a star he has been and still will be. And he's had 5 already in no time.
They've been laced out. He's had 5 and they're all laced out, every one of them.
Gaff follows suit. Puts it on the chest of the leading Kennedy. Sheed, who played last week, one of the few of their slightly more senior players. Hill dug it out. Darling, they're lining up there just to clear a path for each other. And it was a bit of a raffle. But in the end, Cripps is able to pop it through. Hutchings, Walters. The edge of the boundary would have taken something special. Speaking of which, that was fairly unlikely from Kirsten, but it ends very nicely for Aptness, who runs around on the left, and he screwed a goal.
Nice kick.
Shuey. Hardy fires out the handball. Shuey keeps on going. Gets them all the way to half forward. Now LeCras can place it onto the chest. No mark. But still, it'll be a West Coast goal, you would think. Cripps, one more over the top. Maybe they got a bit fancy. It's still going to end up. Cripps gets it himself and puts it through. Shuey runs into 5. Goes in hard again, Shuey. Langdon's handball, I think, was intended for Nat 5. Eventually gets it. Tucker can kick them forward. Or Walters.
Oh, a beauty.
Great use of the body and the knees to get up over Butler. Gaff threatening to handball further. Eventually does just that. And there's Nelson. For Butler and back for Nelson again. This is all too easy for West Coast. Just the required distance.
Does that well, Kennedy on the stretch, doesn't he? Leads out really well.
Pressure from Tucker, and there's Pearce sending them forward. Courageous mark by Barras.
He's still an old school forward who comes at the footy, leads hard, beautiful hands, and as you said, even with that stutter, he's still one of the best kicks in the business.
McCarthy was about to be run down. He was steadfast enough to get a decent kick away to half forward and let Nat Fyfe do the rest. And he has done the rest. Gives it to Ballantyne, and he pops it through.
Wellingham's been good. Touched it just before.
Shuey up for Yo. High ball again. Hill, best position to mark this. And he does. Pearce. He's off and onto the left boot. Towards full forward. Pritis tries to keep the hands free. Half successful in that. They're not out of trouble yet. Might have been Hill getting onto the boot. And Brad Hill kicks a goal in Fremantle colours.
And a good goal too.
And the Fremantle defence working overtime again. Pearce down the line. Aptness not quite. 5. Couldn't really shake off Shepherd, but is able to get the hands clear. This is better. Walters, powerful kick and great vision. Herm with an influential touch, and Pritis snatched it away from Shuey. And now they're running again, Gaff, and we saw a lot of this in the first half. Kennedy charging at the ball. Hill's able to work it back. Jetta's kick super low, but good enough to mark for the ageing Drew Petrie. Got down nicely
there,
there,
wasn't it?
And Nat Fyfe, 16th disposal. Pearce to full forward. And good spoiling by McGovern, but Freo had the small men exactly where they should be at the front of the pack. And Ballantyne able to get it onto the left. Good work from Crozier.
I feel like there's been an instruction to kick it to Fyfe to move the ball a bit quicker by the Dockers. They're trying across that half back line to take the game on a little bit.
There's the Fyfe lead.
Jeez. So explosive in the legs.
And Balance just lays the handball off to McCarthy, gets him into the game.
Particularly wide arena, as Moons has told us, about 140 across the ground. They've worked all the way there by hand, and eventually the kick goes forward. And here's Vardy.
Happy to move the ball around in this third quarter, Ardo. The West Coast Eagles share the ball.
Yep. Vardy's starting to get more of it too. Gaff finds Prentice. I guess a few boys just wilting a little bit in the heat.
And that'll wear defences out. Oh, here we go. Jetta.
Here's a little fancy play for Jetta.
And that's what he can do.
And he's put it through, and you can see a lot of emotion around Jetta.
So it's really now just trying to get their game, their particular brand, under some sort of control.
Freo getting it deep through Hill. We saw Sean Darcy, number 4 for Freo, lining up in the ruck. We'll talk about him in a moment. We might get a quick snap at goal away, though, in the meantime. And it's a true one. And Brad Hill pops up and kicks his second goal for Freo.
There's a question mark on the list build the last few years. Seen a couple come along, but
this is really good play. Sorry, Brandy, from Elliot Yo.
He's a fantastic athlete, super strong in the legs, and they'll make finals this year. So it hasn't changed my opinion on their finishing position as to whether they can play finals or not, but they are very impressive so far today.
Kennedy. Beautiful strike. Straight through the middle for his 4th goal, Josh Kennedy.